As a Black woman who has dated white men in the past, these are some of the things that I've faced and heard in my relationships. One of them, my first white boyfriend always made comments about my hair, especially when I changed it, or maybe it was just like getting it done. I was wearing weaves, and I remember the first time he had touched it, and he was just like, oh. I got really insecure about it, and so I would never let him touch my hair when we were being physical or just anytime.
My mother-in-law calls me that black thing. When I'm out and about with my stepkids, people think I'm their nanny. And my stepkid's stepdad calls my husband an N-lover. I am losing it. What do you think I should do? So I've married into a racist family. The only thing is that my husband isn't racist.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. Yo, the stories I just watched in this video left me speechless. Black women are out here in interracial relationship thinking love is supposed to be love, and instead they are dealing with boyfriends who drop microaggressions, make jokes about their skin, or straight up show racist behavior. Some of these women didn't even see the red flags at first because it's wrapped up so-called love. This is exactly why we need to talk about the ugly side of interracial dating that nobody wants to admit. Let's get into it. And before we do that, please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
Number 2, if you are a Black person and you have a non-Black partner, okay, go ahead, get their phone right now, family group chat, whatever, check your name and put the N-word, the 9-letter one, the 5-letter one. Go ahead, put it, add negrita in there, add monkey in there, search monkey, search watermelon, just search all the racist terms in there, because it's getting crazy out here. Okay, it's getting insane. Okay, so search all those terms. You never know. You can't be giving Black children, you cannot be birthing Black children to anybody. Okay, it's a lot of racist people out there. Okay, again, Trump supporters, 92% of us voted for, that lady. The rest of those other people are unaccounted for. Okay, unaccounted for. Like, there's no way that we don't know 1 or 2 Trump supporters. It's impossible at this point because he's the president. Okay, so I know y'all thinking, it couldn't be my person. It probably is. Okay, 92% Black women, we voted the right way. Y'all know, y'all see the facts. That's an A on an exam. No one else got an A. Okay, so it's not really possible that you not with a Trumper. I'm sorry. It's the facts is there. So go ahead, check that phone, check the family group chat, his friends group chat, anybody. Okay, check the N-word, the 9-letter. Oh, check colored without the U, and with the U. Okay, because you never know what they be calling you these days. Okay, that's all I gotta say right now.
As a Black woman who has dated white men in the past, these are some of the things that I've faced and heard in my relationships. One of them, my first white boyfriend always made comments about my hair, especially when I changed it, or maybe it was just like getting it done. I was wearing weaves, and I remember the first time he had touched it, and he was just like, oh. I got really insecure about it, and so I would never let him touch my hair when we were being physical or just anytime. He'd be like, I don't understand why you have to wear fake hair. I was like, this isn't fake, it's human. So another time, he actually invited me to his parents' house, and I was driving from school, and he was about midway to my home, so I always would try to stop to see him. The first time that he invited me with his parents knowing, I came and we were just hanging out in the basement. Like, I was seeing his childhood through the lens of, his parents' home. And we were just hanging out when his parents got home and we came upstairs. This was really uncomfortable because when we went upstairs, his dad took one look at me and could not look at me for the rest of the night. I had no idea that his dad was racist, but even me just trying to be like, oh, like, do you like this? Or trying to have conversation with him, he would flat out ignore me. This was very uncomfortable. The next day I told him like, hey, I think your dad might be racist. And he was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, oh, wow, why would you put me in that situation? And he was like, well, I wasn't 100% sure, but I just wanted to see how he would react. So this was also extremely damaging to my security and self, because I had this feeling like, oh, this person chose to be with me. But it was more so just testing how much they could gauge the anger that their parent would feel for them rebelling against their wants. After years of us dating, I was always being snuck into his family house, and I would be snuck out before his dad woke up at a certain time. So I would have to drive home super early in the morning before his dad found out. So we dated for like 4 years, and for that first year I had met his parents, and then he kept me a secret for like 3 years. And like the last year before we officially broke up, his parents allowed me to come to Christmas dinner. I sat on the couch with him, and I remember like laying on his shoulder, and I remember feeling his dad's eyes just like burning a hole in my skull. And before Christmas, he was like, Dad, I want to bring my girlfriend to our lake house with our cousins. Like, I want her to meet everyone. And his dad was like, you will not embarrass me like that. So I remember like I had all my stuff packed, and I was like laying in my bed waiting for him to give me the answer. And he calls me and he's like, I'm sorry, like you can't come. And he's like, I'm pulled over on the side of the road because I don't know what to do, if I should just turn around and go home. Like, but it's like he chose to go up north and leave me. So now my other partner was another guy that I met in college. This one was like more covert. I actually remember my ex, the first one I was just telling you guys about, flying to Australia. I was doing a study abroad there. And I knew this guy, the second one, from my class, and we would just text and stuff. And he was trying so hard to take on the role that my boyfriend at the time had. And I was just like, I just want to be friends with you. I just want to be friends with you. And it wasn't until I knew like that my first boyfriend was never going to choose. Like, he was never going to pick between me and his family, that I finally was like, okay, like I'm willing to give this other guy a try. Now this other guy was a lot more covert. He actually idolized Black culture. He was obsessed with Tyler the Creator. He loved like all of the fashion and the just a culture vulture. And I was going through such a stressful period because he had convinced me to move to New York with him. And I did. My dad had just bought me a Mercedes to have, and I ended up driving my car to New York. He had convinced me that because I worked in Manhattan and he worked in Brooklyn, that he should be able to drive my car. My dad also gave me like $2,000 that I could have in case of emergency. And he would constantly convince me to use the money that my dad had in savings instead of the money that he made, or the money that his parents would give him. So I ran out of money, and I remember one day, like, he was driving my car home from work, and he actually ended up crashing my car. Till this day, he has not paid me a single dime for the damage that he did to my car. And his parents were like, well, insurance should cover it. He also told me that, like, because my mom lived in an apartment, that we were probably just, like, low-income people. And then he ended up, like, randomly coming down to my mom's apartment and being like, oh, wow, this is a lot better than I thought. He had actually said some things like, we live in a nice house, like, you live in an apartment. And he would also send me, like, very damaging texts, like, from 6 p.m. or whenever I'd lay my head down to, like, 6 a.m. in the morning. And they would say things like, I helped heal a Black girl. He would also do, like, really weird abusive behaviors, and then I would, like, dissociate or detach, and then he would try to have sex with me afterwards. I remember, like, when we had to come home from New York, I lived with his family, and he didn't want to work like a regular job because he was working to be an artist. And I took on 2 other jobs. So I was like a yoga instructor / working at the front desk. And then I remember I was like training for a restaurant job that would work from like 5 p.m. till maybe 12 midnight. And I came home from my training that night, and he was convinced I was drunk, though I had nothing to drink. Like, I literally drove home, and he lived like 30 minutes from the job. And he like screamed at me and like just was like, "You are drunk. I know you're drunk." Like yelling at me. And I'm like, "No, I'm not. Like, I'm literally sober. I just worked. Like, I'm tired." And when I get tired, my eyes do get really small. I do look a little high, but I promise you guys, like, I was sober. And after I like literally was like, "Bro, like, I'm so over this. Like, I'm going to leave." And he like begged me to stay. So I came back inside, and yeah, he forced himself on me, and I was like, "I don't want to have sex." And he like did not care. So I just laid there, and he got so upset with me. He was, "I can't even sleep next to you," and like left me in the room to just sit in my nakedness. There's so much more, and if you guys want me to do a part 2, I can. I just noticed that this is getting a little long, but yes, there is a lot that I've endured as a Black woman dating white men, and I just don't know if I will ever do it again. Unfortunately, the circumstances would have to be very different.
My mother-in-law calls me that black thing. When I'm out and about with my stepkids, people think I'm their nanny. And my stepkid's stepdad calls my husband an N-lover. I am losing it. What do you think I should do? So I've married into a racist family. The only thing is that my husband isn't racist. He defends me all day long. We no longer speak to my in-laws, and it's posing a massive problem because all of them, including the birth mom, has ganged up together to come against me and my husband, and all we want to do is love my stepkids and his children. We are currently in family court. There's all sorts of lies being spewed, and honestly, if I react, I'll make things worse. I love him. He's been with me through major weight loss. When I felt massively insecure, he has been my confidence. Absolutely love him. I also love my stepchildren, but I am losing the will to be civil. I don't want to hurt my husband's chances of winning access to these children, but also I don't want to be abused anymore. It's a real story. These things really happen, and we're going to be discussing this at my event coming up on the 26th of September. We're going to be talking about IVF and stepmotherhood. We're going to be talking about chronic illness and stepmotherhood, and we are also going to be talking about interracial dating and stepmotherhood. So I hope to see you there. The link is in my bio.
Okay, y'all gonna have to excuse my hair, but I am like pissed right now. Like, let me tell y'all what happened. So I'm like talking to and or dating this Hispanic dude right now. Like, you know, it's still kind of early-ish, whatever. Today, we chilling, just regular, out of nowhere. This motherfucker just like, Negro is a good word. We should really bring that back. Bitch, what? Huh? I know this motherfucker. I know he ain't say that to me. Like, and then he gonna talk about some, I'm only tripping because he's Hispanic. It's not really racist. I'm tripping. So, like, the question is, am I tripping? Or is this motherfucker, like, because I told him, you an underlying racist. Like, am I tripping? Or y'all agree with me? Like, let me know. Then he tried to say, it's different because I said, grow. I didn't say, I'm sorry, are y'all really hearing the difference? Because I hear no difference. Then apparently, I'm doing too much because it's just a word. It shouldn't offend me. It's just a word. It's just a word, right? I think though. But anyways, that was what happened today. And there's so much more stuff that has happened over the course of our relationship that made me side-eye this nigga like, But like, you know, but today was the line. Today was the motherfucking line that he crossed, and I can't get over it. I can't. I have a black child. Like,
okay, I'm gonna run on here and just know if any one of you guys snitches, I will hunt you down, kill you, find you, and skin you alive. That is not a joke. Basically, I have an ex, and he's white. So I feel like, you know, just make your conspiracy theories and think about how it's gonna go. La 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 la. Basically, he popped back into my life like a few days ago. Like, maybe, let's say a week ago. About a week ago. Yeah, and he slid in through iMessage games, and I played the game, obviously, but I was like, bro, what, with laughing emojis? Okay, forget all of that. He's so odd. I was thinking, you know, maybe I like this guy again, you know. I was thinking that. I actually don't, honestly. Please, someone take this man away. He's racist, but he's like, I don't know how you explain it. It's like one of those people that make racism a joke, but it's like, you don't know if he's, bro, it's so odd. Like, I don't, like, I'm buffering every time I talk to him. Because I'm in disbelief all the time. Like, he didn't start off with racism, but it's just, you know, I'm just, I'm tweaking. Because, like, can you see this? Like, I'm at a loss for words. Like, let me say one of the words. Let me say something he texted me. Get this big black woman away from me. And then obviously, I don't even know what to say to that. Then obviously, he was telling me about his sister's gonna go get an industrial piercing tomorrow. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Your sister's a bad bee. You know, I love the way they look, but I would never get them personally. He was like, oh yeah, you're black anyway, so black people don't deserve it. It's like, what do I say? What do I say? I was like, casual racism is crazy. And he's like, no, I can never be racist. I want you guys to remember, I want you guys to just look. I'm Nigerian, right? His friend is also Nigerian. His friend was dating my friend at the time. I was dating him. One time we were on the way to the shops, like after school. And his friend, who's Nigerian, and him were making fun of Nigerian tribes. I'm losing it because I don't understand. I'm at a loss for words, and I don't know. I'm just gonna also say some other random stuff he said. Him and his friend were in the library saying legalized sexual assault. I also, guys, I don't know. I'm sorry that it's just dragging on, but I don't. What do I say? And look at my skin color, like, oh, buddy. Let me not show that. Just look at my face. What do I say? Like, I forget what do I say. I'm just yeah. Oh yeah, that's also not it. He's called me a monkey before. One of his friends called me a WHORE, and he laughed about it. I don't know how he got to that assumption. One of his friends is also racist. No, most of his friends are racist. That's my bad. He used to send me like watermelon and fried chicken TikToks, and like, because I'm black, so he used to send me those on TikTok. I used to, before, like, after we broke up, I broke up with him, by the way. I was kind of delusional, so I was looking for his TikTok reposts. There was some very weird stuff about black women. He was like, but when black women, when it comes to being the loudest in class, or when when school starts again and all the black girls are being loud in the back of the class and being annoying. I don't understand why you dated one. I mean, to be honest, his ex is like flipping his ex was like, bro, if I had to describe his ex is petite, blonde, white. Petite, blonde, white. I'm not petite, I'm not blonde, I'm not white. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't. And you know, I was just thinking about it. Why am I talking to this guy again? I don't even like him. He was talking about, so I'm his homegirl. I don't. I said, you haven't even made it to homeboy. I said, you're an acquaintance. I don't know who that how this young man is talking to you. I lost it, bro. Everything, like, everything. Why did I date this guy? Oh, why did I date him? I don't know.
So here is the thing. Love should never come with condition, disrespect, or ignorance. If your partner can't see your humanity, celebrate your blackness, and stand against racism in all forms, they are not your partner. They are your oppressor in disguise. Too many black women are forced to choose between love and their dignity, and that's not a choice anyone should have to make. The truth is, if someone can date you while still holding racist belief, that means they don't see you as an equal. They see you as an expectation to their prejudice. Those little jokes and subtle digs are just quiet cousins of outright racism. If you are in a relationship where you constantly feel the need to explain your worth, defend your culture, or swallow your heart, that's a sign to walk away. Protect your peace and never apologize for expecting the real love. Anyway, guys, these are just my opinion, and I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in the next one. Bye.